morning, everyone. It's Robert from On My Turntable. Hope you're having a great morning this morning. It is Wednesday morning. As always, a coffee kind of morning. Ooh, it's getting cold. It's getting cold. Got to warm it up. Here today to show 10 albums I've never shown before, I think. And the only time I think I've shown these, maybe, is when I went through my whole collection. But that was years ago. I probably won't never do that again because I got so many to go through. It'd take me all year. So if I've shown these, I apologize, but I don't think I have. We'll start off with this amazing, and these are albums I'm going to listen to in the next few days for sure. Tower of Power and Bump City. Great rhythm, blues, and funk band from Oakland, California. They've been around since '68. This is their second album. They went through a bunch of lead vocalists. This is Rick Stevens on lead vocals on this one. I've got one other Tower of Power album. I can't remember the name of it right off the bat. But this one's a 4 to 5 for sure. You've got some great soul funk on this one. You're Still a Young Man, Down to the Nightclub. You've got Funkifies. You've got two Funkifies. Skating on Thin Ice. You Strike My Main Nerve. Flash in the Pan. Just so good. So good from this amazing soul and funk band. Tower of Power. Then you go from that to heavy rock and West, Bruce and Lane. What a combination. What a combination. Scottish, American, Canadian. You got a band formed in '72 by Leslie West on guitars and vocals, formerly of Mountain. Jack Bruce on bass and keyboards and vocals from Cream. And Corky Lane on drums and vocals from Mountain as well. They only released 2 studio albums, Why Don't Ya in '72 and Whatever Turns You On in '73. They broke up in '74 and then they released their last album. Before they released this last album, Live and Kickin'. 1974 released. Unfortunately, it's only a single album. But you've got cool tracks on here like Play With Fire. Initially formed by the Rolling Stones. Their rendition is a little heavier for sure. Love Is Worth the Blues. You got Politician, great cover of a song that Jack Bruce wrote for Cream. Powerhouse Sod on here, another Jack Bruce track. The Doctor. Wow, what a great album. Great live album. Leslie West is a beast. Jack Bruce is a beast. Corky Lane, I'm not 100% familiar with, but yeah, good stuff. Speaking of good stuff, I've got 2 Charlie Daniels Band albums. This happens to be Fire in the Mountain. This is top notch, 5 out of 5 in my opinion. If I was ranking these albums, a great American musician, unfortunately no longer with us. He blended together country and rock and blues and jazz, southern rock, known for his big hit, of course, Devil Went Down to Georgia. But there's so much more to him than that. He was in all kinds of Hall of Fames in the past. This is the 5th album by the the 2nd album by the Charlie Daniels Band, the 5th album by Charlie Daniels. All but 2 of the tracks were recorded in the studio. The other 2 were live, recorded at War Memorial Auditorium. And from start to finish, this is a fantastic album. You got Caballo Diablo on here that starts off the album. You got the hard rockin' track, New York City. You got the country vibe of a long-haired country boy in Georgia. You got Trudy. The South's Gonna Do It Again. No weak tracks on this album. No weak tracks. Production is fantastic. The musicianship is fantastic. Charlie plays guitar and banjo and fiddle. Wow, it's amazing. It's on the Mama Sutra label. Don't see that too often. But a great album. Great album. As this one is. This is a hidden gem. I know my good friend Glenn Calloway talks about Delaney and Bonnie. I always want to say Bonnie and Delaney because it sounds a better flow. Pardon me, but it is Delaney and Bonnie. This is Delaney Bramlett. Kind of a dark cover for sure. I love that Columbia label. That's one of my favorite labels. This is Something's Coming. It smokes. It just smokes. I don't know how else to describe it. 1972 release. You got Bramlett on lead vocals and guitars. You got a full horn section. Great backing vocals. Great musicianship on this one. You got the funky soul and gospel opener over and over. Overdriven guitar and huge bass sounds. Great drums. There's a beautiful ballad, Thank God. Kind of a Ray Charles type of sound. You got the gospel blues of Please Accept My Love. Heart and Funky. Keep It Going. Who he wrote with Alvin Bishop. Down by the Riverside. Another amazing track. This is so good. There's such a great solo on that track. Sit Right Down. Nastiest sounding bottleneck guitar sounds that you'll ever hear. It's just an amazing, amazing album. I don't know why I haven't shown it. Don't know why I don't listen to it more. It's a fantastic, fantastic album. As well as this one here. Underrated. Dr. John, In the Right Place. This one's on the Atco label. Dr. John, Malcolm John Rebenak, he's better known for. American singer-songwriter. Blues and jazz and rhythm and blues and soul and funk. This is the 6th album by Dr. John, released in 1973. You got Such a Night, that was performed on The Last Waltz, that Martin Scorsese film. Right Place, Wrong Time, one of the biggest hits off the album. This was his highest charting album as well. Yeah, Just the Same, Qualified, Traveling Mood, Peace Brother Peace. Awesome album, Dr. John. I need to find a better copy of this one, and I've looked, and it's out of print maybe. Another hidden gem. This is Bo Diddley, Big Bad Bo. The cover is kind of beaten up, but it's on the Chess label, and it's in pretty decent shape. I was playing it yesterday, and it sounds pretty good. 1974 release. The great Bo Diddley. Such an influence to many artists, known for his tremola and reverb effects on that rectangle guitar that he has, rectangular shaped guitar. This is his 18th studio album, believe it or not. He put out a ton of albums. It's got cool beats and deep grooves. Got a lot of horns on this one, completely different than what you think from Bo Diddley. You got Bite You. It's a funky, funky track. You got Bo's big voice over top of it. You got the folk track. He's got all the whiskey. You got Hit and Miss. You got all kinds of cool tracks on this one. There's a great rockin' tune. You've got a lot of nerve, country blues guitars on that one as well. It's all over the place. Stop the Pusher. It's an anti-drug track on this one as well. I'm surprised I haven't listened to it many, many more times before. But great album. I just wish I could find a better copy. But cool looking album cover as well. To go from a little bit of a psychedelic and stoner rock to Country Joe and the Fish. This is the album Together. great American psychedelic band from Berkeley, 1965. They were formed with Country Joe McDonald and Barry the Fish Melton. Anti-war protests, free love, recreational drug use, all that stuff that they were in the 60s. This is the third album by the band, 1968 release. Joe McDonald left the band before the production was completed, but it also became their most commercially successful album as well. 60s psychedelic rock at its best in here. Great performances, drugged out rock. You got some funny tracks on here as well. Great creativity on this one. You got some Doors kind of sounding out tracks on this one as well. Yeah, you got the Harlem Song. You've got Mojo Navigator, The Streets Your Town, and nice instrumental called Circassian. Awesome stuff. One I haven't listened to in a long time, but I need to listen to it again. So to go from psychedelic rock to blues rock, in the great late Telecaster playing Roy Buchanan. This is Loading Zone. What a player this guy was. This one also has Steve Cropper on it as well, on a couple of tracks. Yeah, he plays quite a bit on here. What can you say about Roy Buchanan? Amazing solo artist, known for his Telecaster. Hard and blues rock at its best. Yeah, this is a great album. This is a great album. You got the Heedle Battle. You got Hidden, The Circle, Adventures of Brer Rabbit and Tar Baby, Raymond's Blues, Green Onions, fantastic track. Judy, Done Your Daddy Dirty, Your Love. It just smokes. The whole album smokes. It's good. Great licks. Great playing between him and Cropper. Yeah, great stuff. As well as this amazing album. This is the live adventures of Mike Bloomfield and Al Cooper, recorded at Bill Graham's Fillmore Auditorium, San Francisco, September 26, 27 to 28, 1968. Also featuring Alvin Bishop and Carlos Santana. There's the back cover, and there's the front cover there. Double album, Fillmore West, recorded at, yeah. Also has, it also, does it have Stephen Stills in this one? I don't remember. I don't remember if it does or not. I don't think so. I don't think so. It's on the that beautiful Columbia label as well. Produced by Al Cooper, but I don't think he's on here. Yeah, you got the 59th Street Bridge song, Feeling Groovy. I Wonder Who, Her Holy Model Highness, The Wait, Marianne, Together to the End of Time. That's right, Green Onions, Sonny Boy Williamson, No More Lonely Nights, Dear Mr. Fantasy, Don't Throw Your Love on Me So Strong, and Finale and Refugee. Amazing, amazing live album. Great musicians, Mike Bloomfield and Al Cooper, for sure. And finally, New Riders of the Purple Sage, or this one's just New Riders Panama Red. I love that cover. I love that cover. Inside is pretty cool as well. There's the back cover. Yeah, it's American cool country rock band. This is on the plain Columbia label. Kind of psychedelic rock, country rock at its best. You've got members of the Grateful Dead on this one as well. or that came from the Grateful Dead. This is the fourth album by the band, 1973 release. Regarded as one of their best albums. You got Panama Red, of course, on there. Became a radio hit. Lonesome LA Cowboy, Kick in the Head. Buffy St. Marie does some backing vocals on this one as well. You got John Dawson on guitar and vocals, and lead vocals on Lonesome LA Cowboy. Went to Many Stories and Should Have Seen Me Running, and Cement, Clay, and Glass. You got David Nelson on electric guitar, vocals, and lead vocals on Panama Red and Teardrops in My Eyes. Dave Tobert on bass guitar, vocals, and lead vocals on It's All Right With Me. Important Exporting Man, Kick in the Head, LA Lady, and Thank the Day. You got Buddy Cage on pedal steel guitar, Spencer Dryden on drums and percussion. And again, as I said, Buffy St. Marie does some vocals on You Should Have Seen Me Running, and Cement, Clay, and Glass. But amazing album. I love the cover of it and the cartoonish nature of the album, but the album itself is fine. Fine. So there you have it, guys. There's 10 albums I haven't shown before, and definitely going to listen to for a moment for sure, because they're fantastic albums, I feel anyway. If you know these albums, let me know in the comments below. Take care. We'll see you again soon. Bye now.